is vulnerable to seduction. We already know that. I got a talent or a trait or something. Did I get something? Or a trait? Reliable. You gain 1 skill point in manipulation. Ooh, cool. 1 skill point in manipulation. For seducing the priest, I got better at seduction by obtaining Piaggi's letter. How about that? That's amazing. Look at that. Manipulation. That's amazing. That is so amazing. Well, surprise, priests are human too, and they have the same desires as a normal human being. Surprise! I mean, I watch one channel where their friend is a pastor guest quite often, and he's married, so I'm sure there are some religious statuses where they're still allowed to fraternize with people. Yeah, not all like religious officials have to take an oath of celibacy. Not all of them do. You know, there's like ministers, for example, and pastors, depending on your denomination, depending on your church, where you don't have to be celibate. It's all inhuman to allow it to any person. Inhuman to allow it to any person. Hey, you found a lot of vulnerabilities already, though. Positives, Hark. That's good. That's good. I don't know very many immunities because I guess I haven't hit any of their immunities. I actually had a religion teacher at school many years ago who was a Protestant pastor, and he was married to a Jewish woman. That's cool, which was fortunate for their kids. They had so many holidays with the two religions combined. Oh, that's actually pretty awesome. I'm curious as to what the locked option with the priest would say. The locked option with the priest would say. Oh, okay. Christianity has different branches. Roman Catholicism, which is prominent in French Canada, doesn't allow its priests to marry. Ah, I see. My family is Buddhist, though we don't really practice it, so I don't know much about other religions. It's an interesting study, though, minus all the controversy. This is France. It's sort of super Catholic. Yay, we're getting close to getting our inner Isabella on. Be proud of us, Izzy. Well, I know Louis is French, but what country is Mortimer's Island on? Anyone know? I don't know if it was confirmed. England. And I'm back. Class went well and better. What'd I miss? Roma, you missed us seducing the priest. And the priest's weakness is seduction. Of course. Hark seducing his way through the game. Of course. Yes. Oh my goodness. That was glorious. Okay. Right. Yes. Let's take a look at this map. All right. Oh, the Great Hall of Zeus. Oh yeah, I love like Roman mythology. Ooh, there's a pillbox. Devil's Thorn. Devil's Thorn grants you the exalted state. You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5. Cool. Devil's Thorn. I'm just going around stealing everything I see. Stealing everything I see.
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in
Yeah.
this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Yeah, that's a thing. Saturn trying to eat his sons. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm still in... How do I get to... Oh, because I can't go through these doors. Oh, or can I? Can I go through these doors? Or is it locked? I think it's locked. Okay. I can't go through there.
I've just arrived. It might be bad manners to go upstairs without being invited.
That's a good point, Louis. Thank you, Louis. That's a very good point. Must keep our etiquette as we swipe more things from the table.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
Flip through it. Difficulty. Apparently, I don't have enough. I don't know how to read, guys. Apparently, I do not have enough skills in reading. A biography of great men. Flip through it. Ah, why not? I'm a bit of a klepto. Louis is going to be a bit of a klepto. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Find your manuscripts by using the inventory tab in the menu. Push the... Oh, interesting. Item added. Inventory parallel lives. A series of biographies of illusionist men, providing much information on their lives and the origin of their greatness. +1 skill point and conviction. Oh, cool. All right, that's neat. That's neat. I like that. I can't overhear what you all are saying. Can I play chess with Marcus and
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States.
I know who you are.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance.
Oh, George.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
I know, it's
And
George
you haven't
Washington.
seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance.
I was getting
It's
to know
the
a lot of
perfect
people
place
at
to
the
build up a
entrance.
network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
My mother. About the surprising main door.
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
She's gone missing. There's no reason for me to lie. Oh, she's gone missing. I'm looking for her.
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah,
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well.
Really?
Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
That's cool. My mom knew George Washington. Oh, yes. What's this? It's
Good Lord.
Andraste.
Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order.
He's an
It's the highest
Andrastian.
distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
It's the sunburst.
Good evening, my
emblem.
friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
Who is
An
it?
urgent case has delayed
Oh.
our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon.
Oh, I hope it's
For
good
those who would like
food.
to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
Yes, that
my
sounds
dear
good.
fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
Do I have to choose whether I go
If you
get
don't
food
mind,
or...
Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Oh.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Oh, I don't know, guys. Should I stay and listen to Washington, or should I discover what Home knows about my mother? Oh, okay, what do you guys think? I have an idea of what I'm going to pick. I'm not going to do a poll because I kind of just want to hear what you guys have to say and then see if it sways me from my other decision. Because right now, he's got the Forrester syndrome at the moment. Like, because of course he has the Forrester syndrome. It's a thing that, dates back even during these times. George Washington really let himself go. Be cool to see this played by a super history religious buff too. I never understood why it was fashionable to wear a white wig back then. I really don't. Again, happy Halloween to everyone in the chat and Hark and his husband. Happy Halloween, I fall into fantasy. Thank you for coming. You wouldn't lie to George Washington, would you? Not unless, I chopped down his cherry tree. It wasn't just fashion, I said earlier, but there were like a disease back then that made everyone's hair fall out. So powdered wigs and makeup to hide that fact was that they were rotting. George Washington equals Illuminati confirmed. Horrifying face. That guy definitely needs more makeup. Maybe just cross him off your seduction list. Yes, all of them except him, please. I'm sure salon meant something different back then, but I just think of a hair salon. He looks like an Elder Scrolls Oblivion randomized elf. This man looks like a corpse. Louis is dating Sim branch choice now. Louis is dating Sim branch choice now. All these choices. Dang, tough choice. Would you like to spend time with an old decrepit corpse? Or the father of America? Yes, but the old decrepit corpse might know stuff about our mother. So that's the thing. Or the father of America. In America! I think we need to know what he knows about your mother. It's been our main inquiry so far. Always listen to George and then seduce him. Much as I love food, might need to stick with Georgie. I'd stick with Washington because he's in your order and is as highly ranked as your mother. I'd suggest going for that. Seducing Washington sounds more appealing. I feel like I need, as a diplomat, I need to start like gaining my allies. And I feel like Washington knows my mom, and he probably might have. He says he wanted to spend time and talk to me about my mom, and I feel like he might be able to give me some information, because I don't know how much information about my mom I would actually successfully get from home, because I feel like Washington would be more willing to provide me with information, whereas with home I feel like I have to like pull teeth. Although food does sound good, but I'm gonna stay and listen to Washington. Seducing Washington does sound more appealing.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir,
Yeah, and I only
if
have
you
2
don't
effort
mind,
points left.
I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
I've already
Yes,
seduced the priest.
Thank you for staying.
Character reveal.
Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
Oh, she's also from
And
the Golden
President
Order.
Washington is in fact the leader of the order in the United States.
Interesting.
I didn't know.
Oh.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
And
You
this
did
place is
well.
totally not bugged.
Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
These lips
If
are
I can
sealed.
help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
I do have a lot of questions. Where does Emily know my mother from? Tell me more about this Mortimer. Where does Emily know my mother from?
And you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the order. The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking. But I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance.
I didn't even get to choose
Know
anything.
that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved.
Until she wants to shoot you.
Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
How did you come to know her? When did you see her for the last time?
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil.
Oh!
She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes.
Go Mom.
She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden.
Yeah, apparently.
Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Oh my goodness. Do I want to... I want to save... This is difficulty 2. It's going to use up 2 of my efforts. I feel like I need to save these. What did you talk about? Or the mysteries that surround this? Or the Golden Order, perhaps? I have to save this. I have to save it for seduction. I might have to seduce something later. So I need to save my energy, my strength for a possible seduction. So don't forget the royal jelly. I know that I have the royal jelly, but I only have 1 left, and I kind of want to save it. I want to save it. So right now I feel like I don't want to use it up on George Washington because I feel like George Washington is pretty easy to talk to. I want to save it for when there's a little bit more of a stressful situation, a tenser situation, and right now, just chatting with George Washington, I think is fine. Hark spends all his efforts, and then an actual seduction option comes up. No! Well, Washington is currently president and not rising up, so the Declaration of Independence already happened, right? Or the Golden Order, perhaps.
When she came to the U.S., did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help. We are a new country, and to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At
Nice.
least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
I wonder if Mother is still on the island. Could she not have taken a boat and left?
I don't see how. No vessel can moor closer than 200 yards. Not to mention the permanent presence of staff and servants.
Who all can
There
be
is one
seduced.
strange thing, I grant you. This island is barely the size of Delaware, and despite that, no one has been able to locate your mother.
Yeah.
So my mother still must be on the island.
Most likely.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
I hope not.
Yes, I hope not.
Mr. Washington, can I take a selfie with you?
Careful, they're coming back.
Hey, how was... Oh. Oh, who's this?
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Yeah.
Sir Holmes, who was that young lady
Opportunity.
with you?
Oh.
Elizabeth
Reductions-
Adams,
reductions
Mr.
still.
President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest.
Needs
You have
psychology.
perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted.
There's so many opportunities I'm missing.
The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
hands.
No one here wants to be seduced. That's why my seduction opportunities are like did nothing. It's okay. Oh, we already seduced the priest. Character revealed: Elizabeth Adams.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good
All
night.
right.
See you tomorrow.
This is all
Oh,
so very
man.
interesting.
It's been quite a day. Right. Where is my room?
Can I like snoop around and steal things? Can I steal things? Can I? All right. I am really enjoying this game so far, guys. I'm so intrigued by this. Added item to your inventory, collector coins. So intrigued by stuff.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Check the map. That we'll call the corridor that links to all of the guests' rooms. I can't go down. Okay. This is... I don't remember whose room this is, but I can't enter it. Alright. This is...
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Mr. Napoleon? Napoleon Bonaparte is here? Oh my goodness! All the history buffs must be going to town.
Monsieur Jacques Peru.
Jacques Peru. Look at this. This is so cool, having all these characters here. Oh my goodness. Napoleon Dynamite. Napoleon Dynamite. Dynamite. That's it, Napoleon Dynamite. Another book!
Decorum guide.
Yay! Rules of civility and decent behavior. Probably etiquette. Let's steal things! This is a nice painting. I like that. Yeah, this house, man.
A devil's thorn.
Nice.
To be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
This one goes up. Can't go up even any higher because I'm not allowed. Another painting of a tree. Can I steal these books? Apparently these books are nailed to the mantelpiece, so I can't steal them. All right. But knowledge.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Von Vilna. Alright. Gotta pronounce these names right. Monsieur Johann von Vilna. This place is huge. Good gravy. This is basically like Halam Sharal. Beautiful. This is a beautiful area. That door room is closed. Painting of an urn.
President George Washington.
Oh, Georgie. Georgie's over there. Can't disturb him. Can't disturb the father of the United States. Oh, what's that here? Collector coins. More XP. Am I going around in circles? Yay, more royal jelly, more Turkish delights. I love Turkish delights.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Cardinal Piaggi is in his room, all by his lonesome. And this one is
That's me.
Monsieur Louis de Richet. Alright, cool. Is there anything else here? Anything else down this hallway? Nice paintings, though. Beautiful paintings.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Oh, this is Godoy. And he's right next to... just down the hall from me. Okay.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna go in my room. Okay, so now we know where everybody is. That's pretty cool. I can't handle this man's face and voice. It seems Washington is our male version of Lady Nightingale. That seems pretty true. So many opportunities missed. Use seduce to get better chamber. Napoleon, seduce Napoleon. A dating sim with historical figures. I'd buy it. Louis seducing Napoleon upwards and ends up being a king of France. Vote for Pedro. Well, Mr. Napoleon, your reputation for shortness isn't warranted at all. I haven't thought about that movie in years. Wonder how many of those actors are still around. Probably best not to say that, Redem. I think you'd get guillotined for that back then. Or something. Sounds like a variation of Italia dating sim, kinda. Von Wollner is definitely Prussian. It's like an entire game based on Halam Shiral. Ever had Turkish coffee? Yes, it's very good too. Comes in a tiny adorable cup and it's crazy bitter. Yeah, it's like an espresso. I'm not a coffee person, but it's quite good. All right, let's go into our chambers. Can we invite anyone? Servant, I need... My bed needs fluffing. My
Right.
pillows need fluffing.
So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
I'm a religious man. Open the letter without breaking the seal. Interesting. Yeah. No. I'm gonna leave the letter closed. We'll see what the consequences are for me to leave the letter closed. Right now, as a diplomat, I'm not like... I don't want to make enemies if I don't have to. I don't want to burn bridges. So... leave the letter closed.
Damn. Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so... Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Wow. This is a pretty sweet. What? Okay, well that's attractive. That's exactly what I want, hovering over my head while I'm sitting down on this couch. That's exactly the image I'm looking for. Well. That's exactly what I want facing me while I'm sleeping in my bed. Well, actually, the bed's not here. Oh, yeah, let's... What the heck is this? I don't even know what the... What... Is this an actual painting? Okay. Carmelite water gives you the focus state. Your next skill will cost no effort. Nice. So I have to save it for something that has a high... Yeah, save it for when I have a high skill to
water.
spend. Okay.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
Charming. Oh, that's another painting of
Saturn
eating.
devouring his son.
Again.
Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
Would not.
The conversion of St. Paul, by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome. St. Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.